Quest Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of North Star by Mark Dawson, narrated by David Thorpe. Part 1. Chapter 1. The good thing about wearing a snowsuit was that Control didn't have to worry about a disguise. If he stayed outside the hotel, where the snow was blowing so hard that at moments it seemed to gust horizontally, he could keep his hood pulled up and tightened with a drawstring so his face was hidden from sight. He saw a shadow move at the window above him. Without thinking, he reached down and touched the Glock concealed in a chest holster beneath the suit. He realized his mistake and pulled his hand away. Anyone watching might recognize the gesture for what it was, a sign of anxiety, and realize that he was carrying a weapon. The smallest thing could give them away. And Cooper had been at pains to remind him that the man they were hunting, the man they had given the cryptonym North Star, was among the best. It's not just that he's already proved himself capable of tricking us. Cooper had said earlier that day in his hotel room as they went through each weapon, dismantling and cleaning every individual piece. It's not even that he was Special Forces. There are members of the SAS or Delta Force who would be lost in an environment like this. Control knew all that and told Cooper to wind his neck in. His abruptness wasn't just from irritation that his subordinate felt the need to speak to him like that. It was also from anxiety. North Star was elite, drawn from a Finnish military team that spent months every winter deployed along the Russian border, crossing at will without being detected by their enemies on the other side. Cooper clicked the newly oiled firing mechanism on the Glock into place and looked up at Control. That's why he's chosen Iceland. It's as close as he can get to home turf without going back to Finland. Control was a proud man and had years of experience. He wasn't a beginner. He'd been in places like this before. Shit, he'd been on the other side of the wall before the group had been established under his command. Cooper was 30 years his junior, yet he had assumed charge of the operation and, although that grated, Control knew that it was also sensible to defer. And he had to admit, Number 11 knew his stuff. There were unavoidable realities that came along with age, realities far more serious than grey hair and the need for reading glasses. He'd noticed a drop-off in his reaction times, for example. And there was no avoiding the fact that he was lifting lighter weights in the gym.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?